we're gonna just get started. We're just gonna jump right into it. Oh, shoot. Okay, can we hear it? Kind of. Hopefully. Hopefully it'll make noise. Oh, it's right. This is the quiet game. That should be better.
Dinner with the Moodwills.
That's better, right? Did we solve that immediately? Am I incredible? I am incredible. Thank you.
Ilona Moodwill was worried about change. A gardener at heart, she understood the necessity of
Naturally.
change, relied on it even. But there was a difference between the controlled world of her plants and this cluttered cottage in a strange town.
Okay, but I've actually started growing a little vegetable garden on my balcony, and it's going pretty well. I actually have to stake my peas, though, because holy cow are those things starting to fucking curl up against everything else. Yeah, I have peas, cucumber, which I think is the thing that's not growing the best, parsley, my basil came back to life, and then, on my mother's request, cilantro. Blech. Yeah, so my we have a little planter with all 5 of those in it, and I'm just worried that the cucumber might not be getting enough of ingredient or not ingredients, nutrients. That's the word I'm looking for.
Almost done. Nellie was a blur of activity, digging through boxes. Sorry, love. Couldn't find the dishes. We'll have to make do with paper plates.
I love this little
Dinner
lesbian
went by
couple.
without much conversation. As she watched Beck and Luca finish up their pizza, Ilona let herself relax into the chair. The things she cared about were still here. Nellie finally had the job of her dreams. Beck was beginning to take root. Ilona's task was simply to tend to them. She could do that.
Finally, now we get to play. So, Luca, tell us about yourself. Where do you live? Oh, I live with my grandma. Over on the other side of the river? Your grandma? Where are your parents at? Beck, manners! It's alright. My dad passed away in an accident at the fertilizer plant 6 years back. Oh dear. My mom's been missing for a few months now. Like, missing?
Luca's eyes were fixed to his plate, pushing a chunk of pineapple around with his finger.
Don't play with your food, Luca.
Nellie was the one who eventually broke the silence.
Luca, how did you like the pizza? Oh, it was good. Very good. Normally we'd have put more effort into dinner.
Ilona nervously gestured toward the boxes.
We aren't fully settled in, and Beck had mentioned that it's your favorite. I'm sorry, are we just skipping the part where he said his mom was missing? Beck! I'm sorry, Luca, this move has us all a little tired.
Luca wiped his face with his sleeve.
No, it's fine. So Beck said that you moved here for work?
Beck gave Luca a swift kick under the table.
Ow! I mean, what brought you to Beacon Pines? Oh, you were right the first time. We're here for work. Nellie won't tell you this, but she's a brilliant chemist. I don't know about brilliant, but I do love it. We love a woman in STEM. A little lesbian lady in STEM. She's brilliant. Perennial Harvest just made her the newest lead researcher of deep engineering. What does that even fucking mean? She makes it sound more impressive than it is. I'm just happy that I get to make a difference in the world. Perennial Harvest is at the forefront of evolving agriculture into something more useful than sprinkling water and excrement on the ground.
Luca glanced over to Beck. She seemed to be holding her breath.
What Nellie means, Luca, is that there are different ways to grow plants. Yes, some people talk to their plants and hope for the best. That would be me. And some people happily leave their job to allow their loved one to pursue their dream. You swore you didn't!
Slammed her fist into the table.
Oh, fuck. Trouble. No, all is not well in paradise here.
Perhaps harder than she intended.
Hey, Luca. How about some dessert? I actually have to meet my friend Rolo soon.
Luca glanced outside to gauge the time. The sky was darker than he expected, filled with ominous clouds.
Looks like there's a storm brewing. I should get going. Oh, I didn't think there was any rain in the almanac. Yeah, almanacs aren't that useful around here.
Luca wiped his mouth one last time with his napkin and started to get up.
Thank you all for the pizza. It really was good. See you at the festival, Beck. I'm assuming Beck's gonna follow me. Yep, wait up. I'll walk you home.
Surprised, Luca turned around. He knew Rolo could be
You know, I've never had
prickly
even
around
like
new
a
people.
whatchamacallit, nerd's rope. That sounds delicious. Henry is the only man of my life. He's chocolate and peanuts and delicious.
But Beck seemed cool.
I'm really glad I
Rolo
added the
would warm
peanuts
up
because
to
that could
her
have been a lot
eventually.
worse if I said I had a chocolate man in my fridge. Just putting that out there.
Probably.
Luca began to respond, but the sky answered for him as the clouds above began to... Ooh. Ooh, we did say there was going to be a storm.
Luca
Rumble.
began to respond, but the sky answered for him as the clouds above began to rumble with ominous thunder.
Just a young dude. I don't even actually know the lyrics to that song. I don't listen to Imagine Dragons enough. You sure we can make it home before the storm kicks off?
Luca surveyed the roiling clouds.
I'd say the odds are good. Maybe you should stay here and I'll just make a break for it.
At that moment, the heavens opened up, unleashing torrential rain.
Yeah, naturally. Care to recalculate those odds? Hurry inside, you two, before you catch a cold. Did it say catch cold? Did I add the A there? Luca, Nelly will keep trying to reach your gran on the phone. Catch cold? Catch cold? In the meantime, you two hold tight. I like that she got little boots on over there. Sorry, not much to do up here. Most of my stuff is still in the boxes. Mind if I poke around? Be my guest. Oh. Ooh.
Luca squinted into the eye hole of the microscope.
This looks wild. What is it? Gum. Gum?
Luca adjusted the slide with his fingers to get a better look.
I'm tracking the structural integrity of gum with increasing amounts of chewing. Chewed that one for 47 days. What are you, fucking Violet Beauregard from Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory? Jesus, what are you... The gum does not have flavor anymore. The gum is barely gum anymore.
Luca wiped his hand off on his sweater and gave a nervous laugh.
Valid response. It's weird, I know.
Beck looked down, timidly tapping the ladder with her feet.
You think it's weird, don't you? Little. Well, weird can be cool. Okay, what else do we have in here? Come on, Beck. I gotta find a word here, Beck. Oh, wow. Rolo and I have a radio just like this at the treehouse. Probably not exactly like this one. My mom and I tore the whole thing down to the bolts. Fitted it with some state-of-the-art vacuum tubes. She seems pretty awesome. She gets carried away sometimes. I don't know, Beck. Your moms both seem really fucking sick. But I gotta say, Nellie's the cool one out of these two. I love the idea that she's just like a lady in STEM who's gonna just do this stuff. I think she feels guilty for working so much. So when she does have time for me, She showers me with high-tech overcompensation.
Luca flicked at one of the toggles.
That's some big words for a child of 12. I bet you can get all sorts of stations on this. Not out here in the boonies. You wouldn't believe the stuff I could pick up back in the city. But around here it's all farm reports and static. Ah, shucks. Flowers.
Luca bent down to examine the bouquet of wilting flowers.
Why would you not put them in a vase?
Judging by the odor, they were well past their prime.
Oh, gross. Oh, no.
He flipped open the attached card.
Happy trails from Coach Walker and all the Fairview Condors. Boy, you weren't kidding around about poking around, huh? Oh, sorry, was this from your old school? The most recent one, yeah. Some schools gave me going away cards. Some did flowers. When they're really trying to feel good about themselves, they do both. So you've moved a lot. Yeah, that's the thing with having a brilliant parent. There's always a better job somewhere else. Ooh, that's some thunder. These flowers would last longer if you put them in some water. That's the sort of thing I would do if I cared. Oh, look at you being all cool and goth. Well, you cared enough to keep them is all. Luca, can I ask you something? Of course. Oh, shit. Shit, what are you, a superhero? What is this, a Marvel movie all of a sudden? Dang, didn't that hurt? I'll be honest. That hurt more than I expected. Well, at least you looked cool doing it.
Beck took a moment to watch the rivulets of water running down the window.
Oh, rivulets, that's a nice fancy word. Do you ever feel alone? Like, even when people are around? Ah, that my child is probably called depression. Well, Rollo can be pretty absent-minded sometimes. I'm serious. Does it ever feel like your family doesn't care what you want? It didn't used to feel that way. Emotional damage! I know Gran loves me, but sometimes when she looks at me, it's like she's looking at a problem.
Luca took a deep breath, exhaling slowly.
I know the feeling. How do you deal with that? I guess I haven't yet. But one thing my dad told me when I was little, don't hold a grudge, especially against yourself. Oh shit, maybe I have to go to therapy today. If you try to hold it all in, you're gonna pop. Oh, fuck me. Back to therapy we go. Gotta call my therapist. So then, what do you do when you don't know what to do? Dad never got to that part. Something I figured out on my own, though. You gotta do something. Anything. Here. What are you doing? I don't know, something. We're gonna register our complaints with the storm. Listen here, you miserable universe. Stop jerking me around. I just want things to go back to the way they were. Sorry, what 12-year-old says stop jerking me around? Everyone tells me it's gonna be alright, and things are gonna change.
Luca let out a feral scream that echoed into the night.
I will not be doing that part of the voice acting today. Every time something changes, everything gets worse. Screw this town. Whoa. Let me try. Moving sucks. I hate it. I hate that I hate it. Why can't I just deal with it and be happy for my mom? Why can't we just stay somewhere? I'm also not doing that part.
Her voice dropped to a trembling whisper.
I just want to be a normal kid.
Beck brushed off her shirt and straightened up.
There. Wow, I actually feel a little better.
As abruptly as it began, the storm abated.
Thanks. I needed that. Whoever wrote this has some great diction. Me too. I should head out before the rain starts up again. Sure, I'll walk you out. See you and Rolo at the festival. Sounds good. Luca, don't let the universe jerk you around.
Beck gave Luca a light thump on the arm before heading in.
Aww, friendship.
Chapter 5.
Oh, we're already at chapter 5. Damn, that was quick.
Friendly feud. The air was heavy with the hard rain's residue. The smell of wet things. Despite his dreary surroundings, Luca felt at peace. He'd never shared those details about his dad with anyone.
Oh, good for you, bud.
Not even Rollo.
Well, if he's your best friend, maybe you should, share with him a little more often, but that's fine.
But it's not like this changed anything. Rollo was still his best friend.
True.
Adding Beck to the group would help balance things out. Everything's better in threes.
They do say 3 is company, but they also say 3 is a crowd. So, really depends. Though I do think this group needs a little bit of diversity in the fact that Beck is a girl.
This is what Luca told himself as he headed to the treehouse.
Oh, we're going to the treehouse. Okay, we'll go to the... Oh. Okay, interesting. Okay, that's where we are. Cool. It feels like this tree doesn't have that much more room to... What the fuck? Why are you just everywhere all the time? Hey, Dawn, tracking down a lead? Oh, shit, what does Dawn sound like?
You bet. I heard a juicy new rumor. Turns out, when Shopper Valentine died, he left behind a peculiar last will and testament.
Peculiar how?
He didn't just give his kids an inheritance, there were conditions.
Like what?
The document stipulated that Eris had to take on a child as her ward.
Okay, that's kind of patriarchal and sus, but okay.
A kid our age who just showed up to town one night with a lawyer.
Oh, you mean the illegitimate child. Fantastic. Solomon?
Bingo!
So, Eris was forced to take care of him?
Yep, or she would have lost everything.
Why would Sharper care so much about some random kid?
Rumor has it, old Sharper sowed some wild oats.
Oh, hey, there we go. That explains the way Eris treats him. Poor Solomon. How did you find all this out?
A good reporter never reveals her sources, Luca.
Okay, so we're gonna keep moving. We gotta go to the... I don't like that the mushrooms, it better not dilly-dally. Gotta get to the treehouse. Oh, the treehouse is the other way, that's right. This town is so fucking sus at night. What the fuck? No, it's just that I know that if I didn't do it, no one else would. I'm assuming we better not dilly-dally. Yeah. Okay, so I gotta go straight. Uh-oh. Excuse me, what are you doing? Just locking up for the night, sir? Oh, wonderful. I can only assume this means all the festival preparations have been completed ahead of schedule. Not exactly, sir. The storm set us back a bit, and it's getting late, so we all decided to... You all decided? Yes, sir? I was unaware that your job involved deciding things. We are all here at Perennial Harvest because we believe in creating a better future, yes? Yes, sir, very much, sir. Do you want to be the one to tell this town that we failed them? No. That we gave up because there was a little rainstorm and we all got sleepy? Of course not, sir. Good, then it's decided. Yes, sir, we'll work until the task is done. See that you do. A harvest awaits. Because that's not fucking sus as shit. Come along, Luca. We must go to the... Rolo, are you still up there? Oh my god, it rolls down. I'm sorry, Rolo isn't accepting visitors at the moment. Come back never.
Luca had only ever heard him speak in this stiff yet gentle tone
Oh,
a few
that...
times.
I wish you had told me that beforehand.
And it always meant one thing.
You're upset.
Oh, what makes you say that? Maybe because my best friend abandoned me for no reason?
I didn't abandon you. I'm just a little late.
Rolo scoffed.
The rain held me up.
Liar! You weren't even home.
What?
The storm got bad and I got worried, so I went looking for you. Imagine my surprise when I made it to your house and you weren't there.
I hadn't made it back yet.
I'm not a fool, Luca. It doesn't take all day to deliver some jam.
No, The storm rolled in out of nowhere. I got stuck after dinner at Beck's.
Luca stumbled on his words, knowing he'd said too much.
Uh-oh.
Beck? Dinner? What the heck is a Beck?
She's a new kid in town. She's actually kind of cool. You'd like her. She needed help convincing her parents that she'd made new friends.
New friends? I spent all day waiting for you, and you were off making new friends?
It's not like that, Rolo.
You know, while I was waiting, I made some upgrades to mission control. It was gonna be a surprise, but you took so long the storm knocked it all down. Just like you knocked down our friendship.
What does that even mean?
Luca became instinctively angry in response. Both boys were now shouting across the distance.
It means you're a bad friend. You don't care about me.
Of course I care, you ass. You're 12. What do you mean you're dropping that word like that?
I knew I'd get in trouble waiting so late for you, but I kept my word. 'Cause that's what friends do.
Oh, wow, what a noble sacrifice you made.
Easy for you to say. Your gran doesn't even care. You can stay out as long as you want, and you wouldn't even get in trouble.
Seriously? You're acting like I chose this? If that's what you think, then maybe you're the bad friend.
Rolo's tone changed to a calm, yet more intense anger.
Maybe Pa is right. Storm brings more than water. This one brought out the real Luca.
Stop quoting your pa's nonsense like it means anything.
Yeah, well, at least my Pa is still around.
The words hung in the cold night air.
Jesus, you went for the fucking jugular there, Rolo. I'm missing both of my parents, and you decide to use that against me?
Rolo's stomach dropped, knowing he'd crossed a line.
I fucking hope you knew you crossed a
But
line.
it was too late.
Luca,
Good night, Rolo.
Dang it.
Oh, we came all the way to... Oh?
Luca dug through his old stuff, not even sure what he was looking for.
Oh, there goes the ball. Oh my god, do I get to kick the ball? Can I kick the ball? You fucking hell. Rolo, what a jerk. Calling me a bad friend. Oh, I'm Rolo. Look at me and my amazing family. I want to keep hitting the ball. I want to see if I can hit the ball into the box. Oh, come on, that was so close. Or if I can hit myself in the face. Oh, come on. This is the worst soccer I've ever played. If Rolo thinks I'm going to the festival with him, he can shove it. Oh, I was so close to the box. Oh, no. Okay, so I'm just kicking it around for no reason. Sure, you can earn it this time. Oh, come on. We were so close. Okay, I see how it is. I guess I'm just never supposed to make new friends. Oh, look, you don't cry. Luca?
Gran cooed gently from the hallway.
You slept straight through breakfast. Luca, are you all right? I'm fine. I just don't feel like getting up yet. Okay, I'll leave this oatmeal by the door. I've got to run out and take care of some things. Okay. I'll be back later to check in. Sure.
Luca just wanted to be alone.
Mood.
He waited to hear the sound of the front door closing.
Oh, they really made me wait for it, huh? I bet Rolo's still gonna go to the festival. Oomph. Yeah, get that out of your system. He's gonna be miserable. Are you gonna go to the festival is the better question. If Rolo thinks I'm still going... Oh, are we just gonna skip it? Are we just skipping it like this? I'm gonna double kick.
Luca dozed off again.
Oh. Well, that is depressing. He's hella depressing. Okay. Luca, I see you didn't eat your oatmeal. Wasn't hungry. Well, just in case you get hungry, I'll leave a sandwich here too. Thanks. Rolo came by. What did he say? He wanted to talk to you. What did you say? I told him you weren't feeling well. Good. So your plan is to just sit in your room all day? Pretty much. Well, I need to pop away again for a minute. Jesus, you guys love to leave this kid on his own. If you decide to end your pity party and go outside, I think it'd do you some good. Noted.
Luca still couldn't bring himself to go out.
Oh, this sounds like me when I'm in a really depressive mood.
Besides, if he ran into Rolo, he'd have to actually confront the situation.
No, he wouldn't. He could just ignore it. But that's not the healthiest practice. Oh, wow, you were really gonna just make me... There's never anything interesting at the festival anyway. Oh, shit, I gotta hit the ball up there. Okay, good. Thank you for the note. Hell yeah. Oh, I got that so quick.
The Adventures of Hank Atomic.
Oh, why are we reading Rolo's favorite book? The complete first volume.
Luca carefully opened the cover and began to read. Rolo had received it for his birthday, a special hardcover edition with behind-the-scenes commentary and bonus art. Rolo cherished it.
This is
but
like a
asked
bad
that
breakup.
Luca keep it at his house. Luca wasn't sure if it was because Rolo didn't trust himself with it, didn't trust his sister around it, or just wanted an excuse to come hang out at Luca's more often. Whatever the reason, Luca didn't mind.
Yeah, well.
But it had stayed right there where Rolo had stashed it ever since. Now, at the foot of his bed, Luca lost himself in the pages. He'd read it all before, but
It's
at
like
this
when I had
moment,
an
it
ex.
somehow felt sentimental.
And I kept finding his stuff at my house because I didn't have any means of getting it back to him. I think I threw all that out now.
He was well into issue number 5 when he heard soft footsteps from the hallway.
Luca? Another little friend came to see you. A girl named Beck Modwell? She said you met yesterday? What did she say? Is she here? She was just dropping by. I told her you weren't taking visitors today. Oh. She seems nice. Yeah. You had a fight with Rolo, didn't you? Can I come in? Maybe, like, it's... You guys share a room. You're sharing a room with your grandmother. What do you mean you're not gonna let her in the room? You're just gonna... Where's Grandma gonna sleep? On the sofa? Alright then. I'll leave dinner on the kitchen table. In case you want a bite before bedtime.
Without realizing it, Luca had pouted away the entire afternoon.
Not even the afternoon. You've been pouting since the morning, my little bitch.
He once again felt the weight of it all and allowed his weary eyes to close. Luca stood in a vast black expanse.
Ooh, dream sequence. Let's
He
go.
looked up at his father standing beside him. Walt was working a straw at the bottom of a fountain glass, trying to collect the last bits of milkshake.
Oh.
Dad, where are we? Taking a final loud gurgling sip, his father peered up from the glass. He jangled the straw playfully with a warm smile, then lifted the empty glass as if to point into the darkness. The source.
The source? What the fuck does that mean?
Luca's eyes followed his father's gesture. In an instant, he was sitting in front of a blazing campfire. Across from him sat a large figure in a yellow hazmat suit.
Concerning?
The figure's voice was a scratchy echo. Well, if it isn't the man of the hour.
Ooh.
Make yourself
Spoopy.
comfortable. Luca held his shivering hands over the flame to warm himself. It doesn't work that way here.
Well, shit.
Their yellow-gloved hand pointed to the base of the flame. It's a cold flame, see?
Okay.
Luca peered at the base of the fire. It wasn't wood that was burning. It was Beacon Pines itself.
Yo, buddy, you need to worry about your dreams. Go to a therapist.
Tiny buildings, freezing and crumbling as they were consumed by flame. Luca could see small shadows moving in the burning city. People. Luca leapt to his feet. We've got to help them. The figure gave a dismissive wave of their hand. Why waste energy helping people who can't even help themselves?
I mean... No, you gotta help out people.
The figure bent down to examine the panicked crowd as they desperately tried to stop the flames. They only care about what's right in front of them, not like us. Luca's voice was a trembling whisper. Us? The figure slowly stood up, grabbing its helmet with both hands.
Okay, cool.
With a jolt and a twist, the suit emitted a gasp. A cloud of torpid mist escaped, slowly revealing the face within.
Let me guess, it's your mom?
Luca's own face looked back at
Oh,
him.
shit. Oh, that's even worse. Oh, fuck. Bud, you really need therapy.
Older, worn, distant. The sensation was oddly familiar,
Buddy.
as if he'd caught his
Get
own
help.
reflection by surprise in the mirror. The doppelganger smiled. I tried to help once. He gestured towards his face, and all it got me was this. Luca staggered back. You aren't me. Luca felt a hand catch his shoulder.
Oh, your father?
His father was there again,
Yep.
beside him. Every choice sets us on a path.
I don't know. Like, look at how many paths I have. Look how many paths I have. That's a lot of paths.
This is the end of one of your paths, son. Luca watched his older self shake its head ruefully, its face twisting into a cruel grin. Welp, Dad.
I kinda
If
wish-
you wanted him to see this, far be it from me to disappoint.
I kind of wish that they'd actually let me play this sequence out instead of just reading this to me.
Luca watched in shock as the figure took a confident step forward and plunged into the flames. In a flash of cold light, he was gone. What does all of this mean? Luca felt a reassuring squeeze on his shoulder. Just remember, why we choose matters just as much as what we choose. Luca
Okay.
woke up to see a hazy figure at the foot of his bed, silhouetted in the morning sun.
Oh, please tell me it's Grandma, because if it's anyone else standing in my house at the foot of my bed, that's terrifying. Oh, thank God it is Grandma. Mom? No, dear. It's only Gran. Oh, God, but her art is so good. That's true. I think I would have liked to have seen, well, because we have had like flashback sequences, which wouldn't be too unfamiliar to us. I did really want to just see older Luca and be able to voice act that myself, though.
Luca rubbed his eyes. The kind, concerned face of his gran came into focus.
How are you feeling? Fine. Anything you want to talk about? I don't feel like talking. That's just as well. How about you sit there and listen a bit? Whatever you and Rollo fought about doesn't matter. But he...
Gran silenced Luca with a gentle pat on the leg.
Fights between friends happen. What was said doesn't matter. The important thing is, it's not the last thing you ever say to each other. But he said stuff about Dad. Well, do you think he meant it? No. Oh my gosh, she does probably break a bunch of hairbrushes. But that like perfect little twist at the front over her eyes there. God, she's just so cool. This is what I want to look like literally right now. I mean, okay, this is probably why I get called grandma. Huh. I think a lot of stuff's coming together here. That's good. He was just mad. The art is fucking incredible in this game. And did you mean any of the things you said to him? No. Good. One must appreciate friends in their best moments and accept them in their worst. Oh, look at the little Luca. Now get your little butt out of bed. The festival's today. You don't want to miss that, do you? I guess not. Seems like a good opportunity to make amends with Rolo, doesn't it? I love her hair. I've been gushing about this character design like since the beginning. I love her earrings. I want her hair. It actually kind of makes me regret that so like my Muppet, I have a blonde streak in my head, and it's meant to be a little bit more gray because I had a gray patch growing in.
Luca gave a reluctant nod.
So buy him a corn dog and apologize. But he's the one that... What did I just say? Buy him a corn dog. That's a good boy. Everything's better with corn dogs. I need to get going now. Where the fuck do you keep going? Your job is to make jam and take care of me, and you haven't been doing that. Got some last-minute festival business to take care of. I'll come find you at the fountain a little after lunch. All right. I love you, Luca. Love you too. Look at her hobble away like the
Luca
badass
took a
that she
deep breath.
is. Okay.
Chapter 6.
Oh wow, we're going like pretty far in this chapter.
Through thick and thin. Despite Luca's bitterness, Gran was right. He needed to hash things out with Rolo. A big fight changes the nature of a friendship. Whether, in the end, it is for the better or for the worse, all comes down to understanding. If one is not careful, the same familiarity that builds the strongest of bonds can become the wrecking ball that shatters them. Luca emerged from seclusion, taking in the crisp festival air. But the events of the day weren't on his mind. He had to find Rolo.
Yeah, you want to go make up with your friend? Oh. There you are! Luca! Rolo wanted me to tell you something. What is it?
Roxy rolled her eyes, shaking her head.
A space adventure, though you needn't buy it. If you be brave, go somewhere quiet. Roxy, I don't... It's a riddle, Luca. My goofy little brother wants you to find him.
Luca looked down and kicked at the dirt.
Look, I know you two had a fight. The only thing more annoying than my little brother is my little brother without his best friend. So I'm doing him this one favor. Now, I need one favor from you. Whatever it is that went down between you two, squash it. Oh, Jesus. That's nice. A space adventure, though you needn't buy it. If you be brave, go somewhere quiet. He's probably talking about the library.
For a
Did I ever
town
look
that
at
saw
this?
few visitors, the welcome was perhaps more grand than necessary.
Do we go straight to... No, you know what? We'll do some, reading. Unique New York. Unique New York. Huh? Oh, don't mind me. Just warming up for my big ceremony speech.
Mystiker pointed to his green
Thank you. We grabbed an ice pack to sit on. And it's what's gonna keep me cold. Or cool, at least. Cooler. Gotta limber up the old gab box. You nervous? Oh, heavens, no. This seems like a man who would say bless your heart. Unironically. Very southern-like. Well, break a leg. Oh, I didn't even read what that said. Okay, I can't talk to that one. I can talk to the bunny. How goes the beetle hunt? Pretty rotten. I haven't seen so much as an exuvier. And it's not just the beetles. This morning I couldn't find any critters at all. It's like everything that buzzes and skitters just packed up and left. I'm sure they're out there somewhere. Maybe all the commotion of the festival just spooked them. Yeah, maybe that's it. Can I talk to this one? Oh, yes, I can. Welcome to our festival. Don't forget to come back later for Mr. Kerr's speech. And the Perennial Harvest Festival sign reveal. You don't want to miss it. I don't know who Perennial Harvest thinks they're impressing with this ridiculous festival.
Totally.
The town's still falling apart. Oh. The weather's still cruddy. And this season's harvest looks like it's going to be worse than last year's.
You said it.
No amount of corporate pandering is going to change any of that.
Exactly.
That is not the voice I did for her last time, but now there's too many voices that sound all cute and squeaky.
But the lemonades at the drink stand over there does look pretty tasty.
Fits.
I'm still gonna be mad at them, but I'd rather be mad while sipping some delicious lemonade is all.
She's so cute. Every single time. Yup. Oh shit. Wait for it. Wait for it. Unexplained sound once again noted. Like clockwork. What a bunch of drones. Okay. Oh no.
Jeff was staring into the distance with a wistful look.
Hey Jeff, everything alright? Huh? Oh no, hold on. Huh? Yeah, everything's fine. I mean, used to be fine. It's always aliens, even though there's a little shithead with a fireworks cannon right around the corner. Just ain't right these days, you know? I really do, actually.
Jeff turned to Luca with a furrowed brow, then gave an understanding nod.
You do, don't ya?
For a moment, the two now shared
It was
that
aliens,
same
absolutely.
wistful gaze.
Okay. We have to go to the library, I think. Which is... Who are you? This is the first time... Oh, it's the guy from the Beacon. That's right. It's the guy from the Beacon. This is the first time I've seen this many smiling faces since the foul harvest. I had my doubts about Perennial Harvest, but I must admit they do put on a nice party. He met his old friend's eyes and was greeted with nothing but ice-cold anger. Heavens! This is no time for fractured friendships. She's literally just reading what happens in the game, always. Piper, you're actually taking a break from studying? I wanted to see what all the fuss was about. But I can't help but notice. You've still brought your backpack full of books. Luca, backpacks can carry a lot more than just books. True. So what you got in there? Books. I was able to return the Perennial Harvest safety suit you borrowed. I don't think anyone noticed. Good. Now will you tell me what you needed it for? It was a favor for an enemy of my enemy. This isn't going to harm Mr. Kerr, is it? All you need to know is that it is for the good of the family. Those two are so sus. I think the library is this way. I lied. It is not. I'm not going to wake up Dawn. She deserves better than that. The library is behind me, isn't it? Fucking this lady, this specific lady, just she's bad vibes. She's very bad vibes. She's so sus for the sake of being sus. Oh yeah, okay, there's the library. The library, somewhere quiet. Yeah, we know, bud.
Hi, Luca.
Kato's eyes lit with excitement.
I've been expecting you. Bravo on deciphering the first riddle.
Okay. Oh, achievement unlocked. Riddle me this. The first.
Oh, you didn't think that was all, did you?
Rollo does go all out, doesn't he?
Kato straightened up and cleared his throat as if preparing to sing.
On planet Farple, you may take issue. When the fifth king dies, you'll need a tissue.
Kato stared at Luca eagerly.
Get it? Want me to tell you?
No, it's okay. Let me figure it out.
All right, when you find it, bring it here to be verified.
And if you decide you want a hint,
The offer still stands.
it's the 5th issue of Hank Atomic. Yoink. Up we go.
Luca grabbed The Adventures of Hank Atomic, issue number 4, from the shelf.
Why would you say issue number 4? Once you've got a book,
You can either bring it here to me or just grab a different one.
Luca grabbed The Adventures of Hank Atomic, issue number 5,
there we go.
from the shelf.
Why are they on different shelves? What kind of fucking library is this? What in the pandemonium?
Ah, you found it.
Kato removed his book from the desk and replaced it with Luca's, turning on the lamp. As he
What is
slid
this
the book
UV
under
lamp? What the
purple light,
fuck?
2 words glowed. The Adventures of Hank Atomic, issue 5. Luca clicked his tongue with recognition.
Rollo's cipher pen. You are damaging library books, Rollo. He used to write secret messages everywhere with that. And only I had the special flashlight needed to reveal it. But I lost it. Well, apparently he traded Jeff for this purple light bulb.
Parted with his entire Halloween candy stash.
Oh, Rollo.
Now let's see here.
Kato began flipping through the pages, stopping when he hit a glowing word.
Get away with such a
He
grift.
continued flipping.
Only found in grub cart.
Reaching the end of the book, Kato looked up.
That's it.
Grift in grub cart. Grifted. Griffin? Griffin's grub cart. He wants me to go to Griffin's snack stand.
Ah, brilliant. I guess you're off then. Good luck on the rest of the scavenger hunt.
Thanks, Kato. Okay, off we go to the snacks shop. Griffin. Yeah, there it is. This is Griffin. Hey, Griffin. Did Rollo
Before
come?
Luca could finish his sentence, Griffin handed him a corn dog.
Oh, that's it?
Bought and paid for. Enjoy.
I thought there was supposed to be a riddle or
Luca
something.
shrugged, taking a sizable bite out of the corn dog.
It's cold.
Oh yeah, that's been sitting there for a while. Rollo wanted me to be sure to give you that one specifically.
Well, that's
Luca
just...
tongued at his cheeks, feeling something rough between his teeth.
Ew, what the fuck did you put in the corn
He reached
dog?
into his mouth and pulled out a slip of paper.
Oh, come
He shook
on.
off the bits of corn dog to read the slip.
I pick up when you need some pep. Near the fountain, up the step.
Luca finished off the remainder of the corn dog.
The coffee shop. This is getting to be a whole thing. Yep, that's gonna be the coffee shop up the stairs. Up the stairs we go. to the teenagers.
There you are, Luca.
There's no way I'm actually doing this. It's way below my pay grade.
Oh, come on, you big stiff. Let the kids have some fun.
Fine. But Rollo owes me one.
Lumi waved his hands around sarcastically as he began.
What takes flight but has no wings? Your final task of friendship brings.
See, that wasn't so hard.
Why is hard that? There's a lot of cats in this town. There's a lot of cats in this town. Ugh, I feel cheapened somehow.
I think it's sweet. Good luck, Luca.
What takes off but has no wings? Oh, there's that's the balloons. He's right there. Hey.
Hey, did you find the comic book?
Yep.
And you got the corn dog?
Yeah.
Well then, I know it doesn't make up for what I said, but here, you've earned this.
Rollo sheepishly handed Luca the balloons.
Oh, that's super cute. Oh, look at that little run. Look at him go. Thanks. You didn't have to go to all this trouble. I'm sorry I got so mad.
Dang it, you were supposed to let me apologize first.
Oh, sorry.
Now you've apologized twice before me. Just let me do this. Luca, I'm really sorry. With everything that's happened, with your mom and all, I've always wanted to be there for you. Be a good friend, you know? But when you said you were hanging out with someone else, I kind of freaked out.
Rollo.
Still my turn. I feel like if you needed some new friend to help you, it meant I wasn't good enough. But that was selfish and wrong. I was wrong. I'm so sorry, Luca. Okay, apology over. You can talk now.
Luca threw himself at Rollo, hugging him as tightly as he could.
What about the balloons? Okay. Rollo, I don't deserve you.
I don't deserve you either. That's why we deserve each other. So, what else do you want to do today? We can snoop around and try and find some info about your mom.
Snoop where?
We could probably sneak into Perennial Harvest HQ while everyone's at the festival. Aren't you curious about all those stuff the clipboards wrote down?
What if we get caught? I think I've had enough excitement for 1 week. Let's just make the rest of the day about us.
Really?
Yeah, the rest of the world can wait one more day.
You know, I have been wanting to get some work done on the MCDC at Mission Control. The aim is a bit unpredictable.
That sounds perfect. Off we go. Oh my god, I finally get to run with a friend again. Yoink. So we're just gonna completely ditch that. We won't say hi to the dog.
Oh, I almost forgot. I ran into your gran this morning. She asked me to give you this.
Rollo handed Luca an unopened letter.
I'll wait for you inside if you want to read it now.
A letter?
Luca, some things are going to happen that might be difficult for you to understand.
Oh no.
If I am honest, I hardly understand them myself. But whatever happens, I need you to know that I love you. None of this is
Gran,
fair
what did
to
you do?
You have already lost so much.
Gran, what did you
We
do?
both have. I wish there was a simpler way forward. But if there is, I haven't thought of it. God
Gran?
knows I've tried. Everything I've done, I did for you.
Gran?
I hope someday you can accept that.
Oh my god, we're gonna be fucking an orphan at this rate.
Love, Gran.
I love you too, Gran.
Luca folded the paper into his pocket and headed up the ladder.
Hey, you guys aren't more suspicious of the letter that Gran came up with?
What's up with the letter? Anything you want to talk about?
Maybe later.
Sure, whenever you want.
I don't know, but I think you should go talk to your Gran. You know, you really didn't have to go through all that trouble just to apologize.
I know, but we'd been looking forward to the festival for weeks. After I ruined everything with my big mouth, this was the best way to make sure you still had a good time without me.
Luca
Rollo.
was at a loss for words, but that was fine. Words aren't always necessary.
Festival seemed nice. Was it nice?
We can still go.
Nah, this is fine.
Well, there's always next year.
Sadly, this was untrue.
What?
A distant rumble shook the treehouse.
Huh? What was that?
Oh man, we missed the
It
fireworks?
was not fireworks. It was something the boys couldn't possibly comprehend. Something as old and cruel as time itself.
What the fuck just happened? No, let me go. Let me go see. Achievement unlocked, the big chill. What the
A
fuck does
shockwave
that
of
mean?
cold tore through the room. A bitter, unfathomable chill.
What is going on?
Before they could react, it encased them in ice.
Did they just die? What the fuck is
Two
going on?
boys, reunited by friendship, only to be cruelly separated by a malevolence beyond reason. And so, our story ends on
What?
this melancholy scene. In a
What?
silent treehouse turned statuary. In a town brought low by its secrets, sits a pair of friends, alone, together.
What the fuck?
For the rest of time. The end.
No, how is that the end? What the fuck? What the fuck is going on?
That can't be the ending. It simply can't.
No shit.
I won't accept it, and I hope you won't either. There are more endings, more possibilities. I can feel it.
Oh, I'm a very fast typer. My bad. Yeah. Well, so here's the thing: is my goal is to write for a living, so typing is my thing.
We are just going to
can
have
do
to
it
sort
super
through
quick.
them all until we find the one that fits.
What the fuck? Okay, why don't we go back to this one and play out the rest of the fucking hell? We'll go back to this one. Break. Let's
Luca
go.
began to respond, but the sky answered for
Oh
him
my
as
God.
the clouds above began to break, revealing patches of
Oh
star-filled
my god.
summer night.
I was literally talking about
Moonlight
Neopets
filtered
last night
down,
and was wondering
shimmering in the
if I should
treetops.
remake an account. I do love typing games. I should try and find one. Sure, you can meet Rolo. You're not going home? No, I promised Rolo I'd tell him about...
Luca stopped himself mid-sentence.
Promised you'd tell him what? Spit it out, bub. We're thick as thieves now. If there's a juicy secret, you've gotta tell me. Okay. You can come to the treehouse and I'll tell you both what happened. Heck yeah. Oh, you just fucking took off without me. Come on.
Luca saw Beck skulking by the gate.
So you're telling me there's nothing mysterious or creepy about this place? It's mostly boring and empty. I've seen Typing of the Dead. I wonder if that's gonna be the vibe. I refuse to believe that. Big spiked gate, looming mansion, rich reclusive owners. It even smells shady.
Beck grabbed the wrought iron bars and shook the gate.
What is this, the Eric Andre meme? Like, let me in! Mark my words, you decadent nightmare house. You reveal your secrets to me. Hey, what the fuck? What did you do? First of all, I told you so. Second, hide. That's Eris Valentine. Who is she talking? Who's that she's talking to? Shh. I expect you to return that suit in working order. Of course. As long as everything proceeds as planned, there's nothing to worry about. The only thing I'm worried about is what's rightfully mine. If that means making some unsavory alliances, so be it. I couldn't agree more. There comes a time to suspend hostilities. I'll deal with our common threat. Now this is what I was talking about.
Beck's voice was an excited whisper.
Proper shady stuff. Someone in a suit like that tried to grab me yesterday. Seriously. Shh. You do understand that when this all inevitably fails, I will deny everything? I wouldn't expect any less of you. You just worry about your part in this and let me handle the rest. I can't wait to see I can't wait to see the look on that Rube Kerr's face. Yes, the truth will come to light. I'm still surprised you're so comfortable with the potential collateral damage. If there's one thing I've learned, it's that change is painful. Wow, I was expecting shady. But that's just flat out supervillain talk. If you don't mind me asking, why? Why are you doing all of
The
this?
mysterious figure retracted their mask. They were pushing out from all corners.
Is it Grandma? Grandma! Family.
A chill ran down Luca's spine. His vision blurred. Beck stifled a sharp wince, and Luca looked down to see himself wrenching her hand.
Oh my god. Holy fucking shit, Grandma, what the fuck are you doing? I didn't even read it, I was so surprised.
Under the face mask.
Just remember, keep everything nice and normal until the festival. I don't need lessons in arousing suspicion.
Gran gave Eris a curt nod and disappeared into the night.
What the fuck is our grandmother doing? Grandma, I knew you were shady, but this? This?
Chapter 5. What big ears you have. Lucas sat
Cute
shivering
reference.
in the bushes, staring at his feet. After checking to make sure the coast was clear, Beck gave him a gentle tug on his sweater.
What's wrong? You look like you've seen a ghost. Why were you so scared of the old lady in the hazmat suit? That was my gran. That was your gran. Yeah. Okay, well, I'm sure there is a perfectly reasonable explanation for all this. Let's just get to the treehouse and figure things out there. Lead the way. Yeah, we gotta go to the treehouse. We need to go to the treehouse, like, right now. Aw, thank you. Oh. For the last time, there's nothing to worry about. Of course, we're not worried.
Clipboard finished writing with a scratchy flourish and looked up.
Just dotting our I's and crossing our T's. Well, maybe try minding your P's and Q's.
Mr. Nuncreed, arms crossed over his paunch, gave an exhausted sigh.
If there's anything you need knowing, you'll know it. Absolutely. If you'll just sign here, acknowledging everything is accurate, we'll be out of your hair in a flash. Oh, for the love of...
He snatched the pad and scribbled his name so hard the pen nearly snapped.
Damn, Nuncreed. There. And would you like my eternal soul as well?
The clipboards looked at each other for a moment, almost pondering the possibility, then broke into laughter as they walked away.
Shady little shits. Hey, Mr. Nuncreed, what the fuck was that about? Hi, Mr. Nuncreed. Luca, let me give you some advice. The next time someone you don't know asks to hear your thoughts, give 'em a good hard bop right in the kisser. I can hear the piano trills in the back and they're beautiful. Oh, Gran tells me to just keep away from the clipboards. That's good. That's good. Your Gran is a smart lady, Luca. Speaking of which, you'd better run along home now. Too dark out here to be wandering on your own. You're... Mister, you just want to bone my grandma. I wonder what Book Lady has to say about us right now. The answers you seek will be revealed in your to you in due time. The question is, the figure intoned, are you prepared to live with the truth? Oh shit, that's concerning. Another day, oh fuck, why did I already forget his voice? Another day, another dollar. See you tomorrow, Z. Have you noticed how all the perennial harvest folks order the same drink? Decaf cappuccino with extra foam. Why? I don't know. I just thought it's a little odd. Pretty weird for sure. Well, the customer's always right. No, it's not. No, it's fucking not. The customer is an idiot half the time. See you bright and early tomorrow. I can't wait. No, I can't blame him. Our grandma's a fucking babe. Zariel? Zariel's probably a lion. Yeah, she seems more like a lion cub than a...
William Kerr and Gus Valentine proudly surveyed the half-covered festival banner.
It's all coming together quite nicely. I couldn't have done it without
The mayor
you.
gave a half-hearted shrug.
I'm not so sure about that. I love the little tail tuft. They both, like, I like that Kerr has a braid and his is just like a little ponytail. Oh, you mean on Zariel? Yeah, she does. Nonsense. That reminds me I wasn't able to thank your sister for her contributions. Yeah, she's been indisposed of late. She doesn't much like me, does she? Oh, no, that's not it at all. She's just been busy. Of course. Regardless, I would be forever grateful if you passed my thanks on to her. The History Museum adds a air of import to the whole affair. And we couldn't very well celebrate the store of Beacon Pines without including the Valentines. My father was a great man. You're darn tootin' he was.
Kerr locked his arm
I'm
on
so glad I
Gus's
gave him a
shoulder.
southern accent. He talks too much like that. But I mean the entire Valentine family. Present company included. Can I ask you something, Mr. Kerr? Call me William. Ask away. William, why are you doing all of this? Gosh, I never felt one needed a compelling reason to throw a party. Not just the festival. All of this. There's gotta be 100 down on their luck towns out there. Why is Perennial Harvest so invested in helping Beacon Pines? You know what I love most about the agriculture business? Seeds. Seeds? Yep, little bundles of
With a
potential.
glimmer in his eye, Kerr gestured grandly toward the horizon.
You treat a seed right, nurture it, feed it, and it can grow into something truly special. You see potential here? Undoubtedly. The seed of greatness is already under our feet. All it needs is a little nudge and the right leadership, of course. Oh. Good night, Mayor Valentine. Oh, you just walk around the kids like... Fucking Kerr is such a goddamn blight to this town. Oh. Oh, this is nice. Yeah, the treehouse is a little further on from here. So, what's your buddy Rolo like? Rolo? He's... Rolo. He's chocolatey with a little caramel on the inside. He comes in these little, like, cuppy-shaped chocolates. He's delicious. Not particularly helpful. Sorry, I've just never thought about it. Lots of energy. He's funny even when he's not trying to be. Things have been tough for his family since the fowl harvest. It's about damn time you tell me what this fowl harvest thingy is. It's a kinda long story. Hit me with the highlights. Okay. There used to be a fertilizer company here called Valentine's. They were kind of a big deal. Ooh, big deal fertilizer. It was a big deal to us. Their stuff really worked. Farmers loved it. So Valentine's grew and grew. Beacon Pines pretty much grew around it. Most everyone in town either worked for Sharper Valentine or used his fertilizer. Things were good. I'm sensing a big butt. I like big butts and I cannot lie. You other brothers can't deny. When a girl walks in with an itty bitty waist and a round thing in your face, you get sprung. Around 6 years ago, Sharper Valentine suddenly died. And something changed. Changed how? Could have been a bad batch. Maybe it was in the water or air or soil. What, you don't love my incredible rendition of I Like Big Butts? I'm actually supposed to go to karaoke tomorrow night, and maybe that's what I should perform. Nobody knows, but all the crops died, and everyone blamed the Valentines. The foul harvest. Yeah. Valentine's fertilizer went out of business. Half the town lost their jobs. Sheesh. The next year the crops came back, but something was different. You plant a crop, do everything right, and it's sort of a crapshoot what happens. And no one knows why. Nope. I take it Rollo's farm got the short end of the stick. Yep, for some reason their farm was always hit harder than others. Yeehaw! That sucks. Things have gotten better since Perennial Harvest came to town. The Beacon Pines Reborn Initiative. Yep, the first thing they did was give the town a deep scrub. Oh, hold on, I gotta be back in the game to play. They even put us up in hotels one town over for a week while they decontaminated the groundwater. We'd better get going. Yeah, we don't want Rollo mad at us, please.
It's about time. I was about to give up and go home. Who's the new kid?
The name's Beck. You must be Rollo.
I see my reputation precedes me.
Oh, that's not his voice.
Welcome to Mission Control.
Rollo
I guess that's
waggled
his voice
head
now.
with pride.
What is Rollo? Like, what kind of cat is he?
You'll find we've spared no expense in construction.
I've seen worse looking piles of junk.
Thanks. Hey, Luca, you know the security concerns we talked about?
Liger. Yeah?
While I was waiting, I made some improvements. Let me lock this baby down for a little test on filtration. Can't be too safe these days.
Oh, damn. Damn. How the fuck am I supposed to get up there? With the fucking rolling windows. Oh my god. I recently learned that, like, when I used to be a teacher, a lot of my kids... Damn. And a klaxon? He goes all out, doesn't he? Always. Oh my god, look at the little lavish! I'm assuming... Oh. Bingo. Oh, god damn it. Thank you, give me that back. Oh, god damn it. I didn't realize we were playing mini games with the jankiest throwing mechanism I've ever played with. Oh, I can just run up to it, okay. Oh, buddy. Rollo! Oh, okay, that worked. Where did you guys get all this junk in the first place? There's a guy in town named Jeff who trades us junk for snacks. Junk food for junk. Nice. Okay, in we go.
So, pretty sweet security, right?
No, we just had to throw things and have decent hand-eye coordination. It was imaginative, I'll give you that.
Luca, are we sure we can trust the new recruit?
I'll vouch for her. Thanks, I guess.
Okay, Luca, you promised to fill me in about the Valentine warehouse.
Luca sucked in a long breath.
So, like I said, there was someone there. What were they
doing?
I don't know, but the place was lit up and active.
Maybe they were squatters?
I don't think so. It seemed more organized. When the man pulled me in, I saw some sort of equipment running.
A man pulled you in?
Yeah, but I got away. You keep saying it was a man. They were wearing a mask, right? Yeah? Then it could have been a woman. Equal rights, correct.
How'd you get away?
I grabbed a rock or something and broke their mask. They let go and I ran.
Dang.
That's intense. No wonder you freaked out when you saw your grandma. Yeah, that's the other part. On our way here, Beck and I saw Era's Valentine meeting with Gran, wearing the same sort of hazmat suit.
Lola let out a low whistle.
And they weren't there for idle chit-chat. It was a proper clandestine meetup.
So, let me get this straight. There's an operation in full swing at the Valentine warehouse. You were almost abducted by a strange man or woman in a protective suit. And then you saw your Gran talking in the same suit, talking to Era's Valentine?
Pretty much. I'm beginning to think this town is kind of awesome.
Rolo and Luca shot back a look.
No offense. Yeah, fucking Beck seems like her parents' education, like the education, chef's kiss.
And so we can logically conclude aliens or alien zombies have infiltrated this town. And their leader is your Gran, and she tried to murder you.
First of all, and for the last time, there are no aliens. Second, it couldn't have been my Gran at the warehouse. I broke that person's mask to get away. The mask Gran was wearing wasn't damaged. But she's definitely hiding something. Maybe.
Your Gran is weird, but she might be the most boring person in the universe. All she does is sit around all day making jam. What could she possibly have to hide?
I don't know, we haven't talked much since she moved in. Moved in? Your Gran isn't from here? No, she came a few months back to take care of me after
his mom went missing.
Did you know your Gran before? Not really, no. It had been years since I'd seen her. Luca, don't take this the wrong way, but are we sure your Gran is on the up and up?
Luca gazed out the window.
No. I'm just saying, it sounds like strange stuff has been happening since she showed up.
We could say the same thing about your family. But you're right. Luca, your Gran is hiding something. And Pa always says folks only bury stuff worth digging up. We need to investigate your house.
If my Gran is really hiding something, don't you think I would have noticed it by now? That's kind of the whole point of hiding something. I guess you're right. Gran's been leaving the house for hours at a time this week. I'll call you two tomorrow when the coast is clear, and we can start getting to the bottom of this. His dad's adorable. I want to see the dad. Show me the dad so we can confirm the species.
I'm always game for a good snoop.
You can count me in.
Chapter 6. Secret Lair.
Oh, that's cute. It's a
Summer
little
forged
double
ahead,
entendre.
But the nights only
Sounds like
seemed to
Secret
grow
Lair.
colder. Luca walked home slowly under the pale starlight, cautious to avoid any more surprises lurking in the shadows.
Like Dawn jumping out of a goddamn bush.
Reaching home, he slipped quietly into bed, half dreading what they might discover the next day.
Oh my god, a new sweater. What time is it? Oh my god, look at our little pajamas. We're adorable. We're gonna have to break into our old parents' room. Oh my god, I want a Dawn detective series. Rolo, what on earth is that? The ridiculous thing on your head, you little Sherlock fan.
Oh, this? It helps me think.
You're gonna need a lot more of those.
Joke all you want. We'll see who's laughing when I crack this case wide open. The coast is clear?
Yep, whatever she's been up to this week, it's been keeping her busy most of the day.
Very well.
I love how everyone's look at that. I love Beck, and then I love Rolo so much. Ugh. I love the divide.
The game is afoot.
Luca and Beck rolled their eyes as Rollo strutted across the room.
Sure thing, bud.
If I were Gran, where would I hide my deepest, darkest secrets? Perhaps where you might least expect it.
Rollo flung open the cabinet with confidence.
Aha!
He coughed as a veil of dust hit him.
I think it's safe to assume that anything that dusty isn't what we're looking for.
Or maybe that's what she wants you to think. Then again, any good detective knows not to trust their first hunch. First hunches are for suckers.
You gonna let me control it? No? I'm just gonna keep walking around? Cool.
Eureka! She lit a fire in order to burn the evidence.
She keeps the fire going every day, Rollo.
Drat me, it may already be too late. Just think of the mounds of documents lost to ash.
Look at that little surprise face. Oh, okay. I'm gonna stop you right there. Can we just think for a moment? Luca, is there anywhere Grant doesn't want you to go? Yeah, the closet upstairs. So maybe it stands to reason that we should check there first. No dice is locked.
Well, well, well. Look who has stands to reason now.
What the fuck does that mean? And I have no idea where the key is. If it's really important, then she probably keeps it with her. Anywhere else? She has her berry bushes.
Who has ever thought, I'm going to take this important thing and huck it in a bush?
True. Anything else? Maybe anything out of the ordinary? Well, she is always worried I'll break her fancy dishware in the kitchen. But it doesn't matter anyways, I can't reach the
A
latch.
look of realization crept onto Luca's face.
We're not going to break the
All
dishware,
three
are we?
kids snapped to glance at each other, then sprinted in turn toward the kitchen.
Oh my god, we're gonna go break a bunch of dishes? Gran will kill us. Alright, Rollo. This is your time to shine.
Yes. You've called upon my expert detective skills. And now I shall proceed with...
Before he could finish, Luca scrambled up Rollo's back.
Hey, this isn't my idea of detective work.
Every squad needs a good lockpick. And every good lockpick needs a sturdy head to sit on.
This is beneath my standing.
Stop complaining and hold still. Got it.
The three crowded around the hutch to peer in. With the glass doors opened, a perfect porcelain display gleamed in front of them. Their eyes searched for anything amiss. But the only distinct feature was its impeccability.
Well, that was anticlimactic. Yeah. I don't really know what we were expecting. Like, oh hey. Let me just yank on this random teacup
As Beck
and...
pulled on one of the teacups, it slanted forward with a hollow click.
Hey, what the fuck?
The entire hutch began to rustle and slide under its own power.
Hey, what the fuck? Seems like your gran has been doing some remodeling.
Dude, only 2 types of people have secret lairs. Evil masterminds and superheroes.
So, which one do we think she is? We're about to find out. Damn, Grandma. Oh my god, the fridge is still open. And the sink is still on, actually. She never yelled at us because we didn't do it on the first day. Okay, so maybe more of an unhinged conspiracist vibe. Oh,
Wow. Yeah, this cannot be good.
we need to look around before jumping to conclusions. Oh my god, wait, hold on. Look at me, I'm so good.
What do we have here?
Barrels marked caution, explosive, and jam jars. That's enough jam to feed the whole town.
What kind of incendiary jam is your gran making?
Incendiary. Good word. She wouldn't have had me walk around town delivering bombs, right?
Only one way to find out. Only one way to find out.
Rollo casually spun open a lid and dipped his finger in
No.
the jam.
No.
He
Huckleberries,
smacked his lips.
a hint of brown sugar, and ink?
What? What?
Rollo plunged his hand in the jar, fishing out a soggy slip of paper. Rollo offered the slimy note to Luca and licked his fingers clean.
It's addressed to Mrs. Fratelli.
A grand jamgram?
It says, last night I used the disguise Eris provided to scout the location. The timing window should be possible. Operation Sparkplug is a go.
Aw man, are they doing a heist?
Whatever it is, it can't be good. More like a bombshell than a bomb, am I right?
You're new here, so I'll let it slide. But I'm the bad joke guy around here.
Hey, Gran? The absolute fuck are you doing? I wanna go hit the speed bag some more.
A spider web of string connected photos of people from the town,
Rollo does look like he has the squishiest cheeks.
interspersed with hastily scrawled notes.
Well, she sure has kept herself busy.
Is your gran a serial killer? 'Cause I'm starting to get a vibe.
Caught a vibe. Baby, are you coming for the ride? Don't be ridiculous.
Sure, she's just tracking the movements of everyone in town, out of the kindness of her heart.
She puts little symbols by some of them. Yeah, Mr. Nuncreed has a check mark. The clipboards are all inside a big circle. My mom's are both on here. Both with question marks. Gus Valentine has a question mark. Eris has a question mark that's been crossed out. Mr. Kerr has a bullseye.
The killer has chosen her next victim.
We don't know what any of this means. Oh my god, you can't just ask someone if their grandma's a serial killer, Rollo. Whatever it means is probably not good.
Luca jostled each cabinet drawer in turn. Only one was unlocked. He fingered through the filing cabinet, pausing at a bulging folder labeled Walter. For a long moment, he just stared at it.
What do you got there?
It's my dad. Looks like some of his old medical files. Jostle is such a satisfying word. It looks like yeah. Your dad was a
Luca
doctor?
nodded and caressed the label with his thumb.
Well, are you gonna read it?
I...
Here, let me help.
Rollo swiped the folder from the drawer and began leafing through the pages. He whistled to
Rollo,
himself,
baby,
barely
don't
looking
take
at the
stuff like
text.
that. That's not... How about you actually read some of it?
One sec. Dense documents like this, such as this, are a lot like a cheeseburger. It's best to skip straight to the middle. That's where all the meaty bits live.
Wow, I had no idea we were in the presence of a preeminent scholar in dense documents. And cheeseburgers. By all means,
He
proceed.
stopped at a page and mimed, holding up a monocle.
Here we are. Follow-up examination of Terrence Wilby. Patient shows further signs of paleness and malaise. Body temperature continues to drop.
Oh my god, I'd kill for a cheeseburger right now, honestly.
He now describes soreness of muscles and joints, similar to the symptoms exhibited by Mrs. Wilby just a few days past. Still waiting on the lab results from Joseph.
Rollo looked up with heightened surprise.
See? Creepy.
Yeah, that's kind of disturbing. Who's Joseph?
That's Mr. Nuncreed's name. Wait,
Rollo's finger traced across the page.
there's more scribbled in the margins. Could it be contagious? Mr. Wilby claims the tap water at his home has been contaminated. Perhaps environmental? Lab results only raise more questions.
It's like he came back to this report later and made those notes.
So it might be related to something
Rollo
else.
scanned through several more pages.
Here, the writing looks shaky. I just couldn't help her. This disease, or whatever it is, progresses so fast. And with his wife's passing, Terrence's condition follows close behind, exacerbated by the loss. Enough is enough. I need to take matters into my own hands.
Luca, staring blankly at
What did
the
your dad
cabinet this
do?
whole time, spoke softly.
What does it say next?
Rollo rustled the folder, trying to loose more pages.
That's where it ends.
What? There has to be more.
Luca frantically shoved the remaining cabinet folders, trying to find another labeled Walter.
Luca, I think that's the only one. It's alphabetical, see? What does he mean, enough is enough? How did he take matters into his own hand? This is
Luca
bullshit.
slammed the drawer shut.
Bullshit is a big word for a child.
They crowded around a worn-down old map of Beacon Pines.
Cool, this looks like a treasure map.
Not every old map is a treasure map, Rollo.
Yeah, but every treasure map is an old map.
Can't fault that logic.
Look, there's even a pathway drawn on it. It starts at the entrance to town, and we follow
Rollo
it.
carefully traced the path with his finger.
It leads right
He
to
jabbed down at the end point.
the town square?
That's the fountain in the middle of town.
What a weird place to hide treasure.
Rollo, that doesn't look like treasure to me. The end of the path on that map has the same symbol as the explosives over there.
So it's not hiding treasure. A real bummer.
Rollo, what's the thing you've been excited about for the past month?
The festival. Oh,
Did you just say gulp?
this feels like a gulp kind of situation.
Everyone will be gathered near the center of town.
She's gonna blow up the festival.
Not if we stop her. What was that?
Luca looked up from the map.
What was what? No, I heard it too. That was the front door, which means someone just shut the door.
Which means someone is upstairs.
Shh, quiet. Hit the lights.
Beck flicked off the light, and they became statues in the dark. Overhead, creaking floorboards bent under slow, deliberate steps.
Grandma! Hi, Grandma!
The kids looked up, the tilt of their necks following each footfall.
Oh, that's such good folly, too.
Then
Foley.
suddenly, it stopped.
Yeah, I can't imagine she's happy that, her door to her secret lair has been open.
Without realizing, they'd been holding their breath. All three exhaled shakily and glanced at each other. A muffled male voice broke the silence.
Hello?
A final few footsteps reached the entrance above them, and the voice now echoed down the stairs.
Anyone down there? It's Tolliver!
Three kids shuffled to the corners without a peep. As he began to descend the stairs, the man's voice punctuated every new step. Thump.
Yoo-hoo! I'm not here to hurt anyone.
Thump.
I'm just here to help. Just...
At the bottom step, the man paused, squinting to search the room for signs of life.
Well, he was getting the message jars because she very specifically said what type of jars he needed, and Gran is in cahoots with Mrs. Fratelli. Huh. I guess it's
Rollo
nothing.
shifted suddenly. Luca gave him an intense, chastising look and whispered through clenched teeth.
Rollo, don't.
It was too late. Rollo was already inching toward the stairway. He screeched as he charged toward the shadowy figure.
Flaming chicken coop!
With all his weight, Rollo tackled the man to the ground.
Rollo? Mysterious, creepy man. Anyone there?
From the dark corner, they saw something move.
Well, I didn't know I had it in me, if I had it in me, but there was only one way to find out.
Holy crap, Rollo, that was awesome. Wait, did you just kill that person?
Luca scrambled to the hunched figure on the ground. Pressing his fingers to the man's neck, he sighed with relief.
You sure clobbered him good, Rollo. He's knocked out
As
cold.
Beck flicked back on the light, Luca and Rollo both gasped in stereo.
Stereo? Mr. Tolliver.
Chapter 7. The interrogation of Hiram Tolliver.
Hiram Tolliver, what are you doing here?
Still unconscious, Mr. Tolliver slumped heavily in a shoddy old chair. His hands were bound with rope, his feet tied with some loose string. The kids huddled in a circle, discussing their plan. One thing was certain, they couldn't just let Mr. Tolliver go. They needed to know what he was doing in Luca's house. After some deliberation, it was decided.
Oh, they'd run the they'd run the classic good cop. Oh, interesting. All right, so the real question is, are we going to be a good cop, cop? Or good cop, hard cop? Chill cop, hard cop. I think chill cop, hard cop, because we don't have a bad yet.
They'd run the classic good cop, hard cop interrogation.
I'm sure chill cop's going to be something different, but...
Rollo brandished a steely gaze. I've got this. Read about it 100 times.
Oh no, Rolo, please. You're not hard cop material,
Rollo
my guy.
swaggered past the chair which propped up the slumping Hiram Tolliver. Without even looking at his captive, he began with a long, blustery drawl.
Well, Mr. Tolliver.
Mr. Tolliver remained motionless.
He's still unconscious, Rolo.
Spun around to face him. He'd clearly expected to rouse Mr. Tolliver with his booming voice.
Mr. Tolliver?
Beck and Luca gave each other an unsure glance. Rollo slammed his fist on the table.
I said, Mr. Tolliver.
He grabbed the table lamp and beamed it onto the unconscious face.
There you
Mr.
go.
Tolliver groaned and slowly lifted his head. He recoiled with a muddled, weary squint.
What in the world?
The chair wobbled as he attempted to straighten up.
Who's there?
Mr. Tolliver could only make out rough shapes through the glaring light. With a gruff tone, Rollo hoped to both conceal his voice and intimidate.
I'll be asking the questions here, punk.
Now, hold on. Let's just calm down.
Oh, I am calm. Calm as a carrot in dirt. As for you looks like you're sweating.
I mean, he would be sweating if he showed up to my house, knew about my grandmother's weird secret message jam factory downstairs that has question mark explosives just chilling underneath it. Like, he ought to sweat.
The doubtful expression on Beck and Luca's
Okay,
faces
so it's a
transformed
concussion
into
too.
awe.
We can do it my way, or... Well, let's just say I've never needed another way.
Rollo, hitting his stride, was now channeling every detective trope his memory could recall.
Damn, Rollo.
Now dance!
What? I don't even...
Mr. Tolliver's voice became desperate. He was nearly in tears.
You've tied me down. How on earth can I dance? That's not the important part.
Dance with your mouth, punk! Spill the beans! What are you doing poking around this house?
I'm here to help Juniper. To make sure everything's ready.
Oh, so you're in cahoots with Gran?
Gran?
Mr. Tolliver was in a daze, now more confused than ever.
Gonna help her blow up the festival, eh?
Blow up the festival?
Shook
Good
his
lord.
head, feeling more and more dizzy.
No, you've got it all wrong.
Where is she now? She's headed to the source. The source? What is the source?
It's
His
where
voice faded to a whisper.
the town began. Where it all began.
What is Operation Sparkplug?
With that, Mr. Tolliver passed out cold.
Oh no, we can't let him pass out. If he has a concussion, he
Rollo
might
spun
go into a
around with
coma.
a repentant grimace.
Damn, Rollo. I think you went a little too hard on him. What did he say about the source? It's where the town began.
We need more information.
Yeah, we'd better not push Mr. Tolliver any farther. Is there anyone else who might know more? What about the history?
What about the History Museum? It's just got set up for the festival.
Now that tent was put up by the Valentines. Everything they do is just a bunch of fluff to glorify themselves. Ugh, circle jerks. My work had a town hall today, and it truly was just a tech bro circle jerk. Is there anything more reliable? The library. If there's any information about this source thing, Kato can help us find it. Let's go get some answers. Oh no, I've already forgotten what voice I was doing for you. This is a dang nice library.
Thanks, we work hard on it.
Aren't you a little too adorable to be a librarian? We get a little adorable word. Oh, Kato hung out here so much they eventually gave him a set of keys.
I just keep an eye on the place for Miss Novak sometimes.
They got you working for free.
It's quiet and I get access to all the books I can read. What more could a person want?
Yeah, that's true. Oh, God, I used to dream about owning a bookshop and then living right on top of it. That was the vibe. That was the dream. Fair enough.
What can I do for you all?
We need a favor.
I already told you and Rolo, I can't put you any higher on the wait list for the next Hankatomic. And if you're here with some more candy, I'll have you know I can't be bought. Call it a personal code of conscience.
Actually, we're looking to do some research.
Now you're speaking my language. What are you looking for?
That's the thing. We sorta don't know.
What do you got on the history of the town?
There's the county record archives.
What's in those?
Births, deaths, newspaper clippings, stuff like that. It's pretty boring reading, but they do go all the way back to when the town was founded.
Great, we'll start there.
Chapter 8.
Okay.
6 feet under, 3 towns over.
Oh, shit.
The kids spent the rest of the afternoon combing through dusty piles of old
She's
county
a little
records,
cutie.
desperately searching
Oh.
for anything that could help
Oh,
them
my.
make sense of Mr. Tolliver's
Hello,
cryptic
Kecker Screw.
utterance.
Thank you for the follow.
Luca tried to shake the
I'm
thought
sorry
of
it looks
Graham's
like that on
basement,
screen. I gotta probably
but
make
his
that
focus
font a little
wavered.
smaller.
Explosives, messages hidden in jam, dossiers on various town figures, and a corkboard threaded with photos. Gran was the only family he had left. He still couldn't bring himself to believe the worst. But the old map with the symbol of explosives in town square made that difficult.
Fair enough.
As the sun began to set, the kids were no closer to the truth.
Oh, that's not helpful.
If I have to read any more records, my eyeballs are gonna pop.
We have to keep digging.
If I dig another word, I'm gonna end up in one of those asinine death records.
You guys use big words for 12-year-olds.
Rollo Cotter lived a full and wonderful life, till he read so much boring crud his brain oozed out of his ears.
Rollo shut his book with an assertive nod.
If you've got a better idea, spit it out.
You sound like my sister.
Keep pushing your luck, pal. And it won't be a boring county records that kill you. I'll put you in the obituaries myself.
Rollo muttered under his breath.
You're a county record.
Really? That's the best you've got? When I'm done with you, you'll be the footnote in history. Just
Beth
like
slammed her finger down on the open page before glancing down to read.
J. Hartford here.
I'd love to see you try.
Hey. We're all a little tired here. Let's just take a minute and...
Something tickled the back of Luca's mind.
Wait, what was that name back? In the obit, J. Hartford. From the Brookville Tribune 8 years ago.
That can't be right. What is it?
J. Hartford. That's my grand's name, Juniper Hartford. Oh my god, is that not our grandmother? Have we been living with a stranger this whole time? Maybe there were 2 J. Hartfords. Mrs. Hartford is survived by her young daughter, E. Hartford. My mom's name is Eleanor. Okay, this is getting creepy.
If your gran is 6 feet under, 3 towns over,
Then who am I living with?
The question
Yeah, that's a
hung
very
in the air.
Very good question. Very good question.
All right, gang, I gotta close up for the night.
Beck rubbed her eyes.
How late is it? Almost 10.
Oh crap, Pa's gonna kill me. I gotta go.
Yeah, my parents will be worried sick. Okay, let's meet up as early as we can at the festival tomorrow. What are you gonna do about the unconscious man in your basement? I'll think of something. Oh my god, does that mean we get to see Gran? Is Gran gonna be here?
Luca's heart was pounding as he approached the house. If he was lucky, Gran, or whoever it was, hadn't gotten back yet. And of course, there was Mr. Tolliver tied up and unconscious in the basement. Dealing with him would be the first order of business. Luca shook out his arms to calm his nerves before entering.
Oh my god, is Grandma? There she is! Oh my god, the sting.
Held perfectly still, tempering his breath, and listened closely. She was asleep. His only hope was that she hadn't found Mr. Tolliver before dozing off.
Okay, we gotta run to the basement. We've left the fridge and the sink on for days now. Oh no, she knows he was here. Oh no.
Mr. Tolliver was nowhere to be seen.
Oh shit, we're in so much trouble. Maybe he woke up, escaped from his bindings, and left without a
Or
trace.
maybe Gran knew everything.
What do I do?
Luca's hungry stomach groaned. Not realizing it, he'd gone the entire day without eating.
Okay, I can figure this out. I just need a little brain food.
Luca rushed over to the pile of jam
Do
jars.
not eat the
unscrewed
jam
one,
jars.
And shoveled a handful into his mouth.
No, we don't know what's in that. I am afraid your jam delivery will be delayed.
He flipped the lid to read the label.
Mr. Nuncreed? Heh. Okay, now I can think. So if Gran knows we tied up Mr. Tolliver, I'm screwed. If she doesn't know, then I need to play it cool. I guess the only option is to go to bed and act as if nothing is wrong. Gran will think Mr. Tolliver finished what he was sent to do and left when he was done. Okay, this seems very sus. If Grandma's awake, we're in big trouble. Gran's awake. Oh shit. Gran? Okay, stick to the plan. Go to bed, play it cool. Oh no, oh no.
As Luca climbed the final stair, the emotion of the day dragged heavily on him.
Why is this suddenly a horror
With
movie?
each
What the
consecutive
fuck?
step, his legs weakened. His stride began to falter.
Oh no, she drugged the jam.
He tried to grab for the railing to steady himself. Something was wrong.
She drugged the jam. Come on, legs, just a few more steps.
Luca groaned and tried to move. His limbs might as well have been bolted to the ground. Through numb lips, he mumbled just before falling asleep.
The germ? Our grandmother is a serial killer. Sweet boy. What did you get yourself into? Germ. Who the fuck are you, lady? Rest now and let me handle everything. No, Grandma, I needed to show you to people.
Chapter 9. A speech to end all speeches.
Oh, good Christ.
Luca
Okay.
awoke to find himself face down in bed. He moaned into his pillow. Why would Gran drug him?
Actually, you know what? Surprisingly, a lot of my streams are like this. Unfortunately.
Or rather, why was she trying to drug Mr. Nuncreed?
Because he's a creep who's been hitting on her.
Shaking the questions from his
He's
woozy
probably
head,
stalking her.
Luca snapped back to the matter at hand.
Actually, the festival. You know me. I talk before my mouth fucking work. I talk without thinking. Jesus Christ. I still can't talk, apparently. Run, run, run. Oh, my friends. Where have you been? Gran put something in the jam. Yeah, we know. Secret messages for secret conspirators. Not this one, the one intended for Mr. Nuncreed. Put me to sleep.
Whoa! Sly devil.
Oh my god, look at the little Sly! I think she was trying to remove him from the equation. He might be in danger. Have you found anything? We looked around, but haven't seen anything odd.
Your Gran is nowhere to be found. But Mr. Nuncreed is just loafing around waiting for the speech.
What speech? Mayor Gus just got up to the podium. Everyone is gathering at the stage.
Let's get moving.
Oh shit, there's everyone.
Augustus Valentine nervously wiped his brow.
Is this thing... hello, Beacon Pines. I am Augustus Valentine, your mayor, and I suppose you already know that. Oh yes, before we get started, I just wanted to take a moment to recognize someone who couldn't be here today. This town wouldn't be where it is without my father, Sharper Valentine. So I thought we could begin with a round of applause befitting such a great man. Oh, fucking family circle jerk over here.
That's even more than the old codger deserved.
Gus cleared his throat and awkwardly loosened his tie.
Right, where was I?
William Kerr bounded on the stage with the energy of a preacher at a big tent revival.
Gus Valentine, everyone.
He gave Gus a hearty slap on the back and motioned him off the stage.
Let's hear it for our mayor. What a great turnout. Aw, heck, I didn't prepare anything. But I suppose I could say a few words. Would be a shame to waste such a beautiful podium.
Mr. Kerr pulled a thick stack of note cards out from his vest.
Oh, great. Community, conviction, commitment. What are you, a politician? These are the things we celebrate at Perennial Harvest. For us, these are the pillars of the bridge to a better tomorrow. But I think it's time we add a new pillar. Change. Change is a powerful thing. It's inexorable, unavoidable, and undeniable. And I, daggum, thankful for it. Change is the reason we're all together today. It's hard for me to believe that it was only 4 years ago when fate brought me here. A simple business trip which brought me to a small town which would change my life forever.
Mr. Kerr took a moment to survey the crowd.
You know what?
He wiped away a single tear.
Oh my god, the fucking theatrics on this bitch. From the second I set foot in Beacon Pine, something about this place has held me captive. You see, change represents opportunity. It represents potential. It was change that helped me recognize the potential of this place. To see that the people of this town, despite suffering great loss, still held on to things that made them special.
He thumped the podium to emphasize each word.
Community, conviction, commitment. Change.
Mr. Kerr nodded confidently, biting his lip. The crowd was silent, in rapt attention.
Oh, fucking Christ, this is a televangelist at its finest. Fate made a perfect match that day. Nothing is more important to you all than community. And Perennial Harvest is a community first and foremost.
Mr. Kerr methodically made eye contact with each section of the crowd.
The only way you made it through the foul harvest was an unshakable conviction. A conviction that a better tomorrow was just over the horizon. Perennial Harvest was founded on the conviction that we are that horizon. This festival is a symbol of our commitment to each other.
His voice began to build to a crescendo.
Now we walk hand in hand to form into a future we will shape together. And that is what change is all about. Grabbing the future by the scruff of the neck and making things happen. Change is a choice. I am tickled pink that we will all be making that choice together. How great is that? Just imagine what we can accomplish. Oh, there goes the explosion. What was that?
The crowd began to look around nervously.
Don't worry, a little thunder isn't going to ruin this day. Everyone remain calm.
Mr. Kerr quickly flicked through his note cards.
Where was I? Through all of my travels, I have learned one true thing. One always reaps what they sow. We have all planted a lot of good in this town. And so it is with a happy heart that I can
He
proclaim
raised his hands up to the heavens.
a harvest awaits. Oh, and we died. We're doing this shit again. So Grandma is gonna just freeze the
At that moment,
town.
A merciless wall of impossibly cold air ripped through the crowd, instantly freezing everyone and everything it touched.
Our grandma just is a terrorist. She's an eco-terrorist. And we have yet to find the way to stop her.
For a man like William Kerr, this was a
Yep.
fitting way for things to end.
Dead again.
On a stage, with an entire town frozen in rapt attention for the rest of the end.
God damn it.
There's that ice again! Whenever I think we're getting close, it comes along and ruins everything. Maybe we should just quit? Maybe you should
The
just
one thing
close
I
the book,
don't love about
walk
this
away,
game
and
is the
never
voice of
think
the
of me
narrator.
again. No, I don't mean that. We got a little closer this time. We just need to try again. Please.
Okay, where do we want to go here? Ooh. Okay, so we did all of these. We haven't gone this way yet, but we're going to keep going up this path. I think? Unless we go back to this path and we start doing this one. But I think this path has a lot more for us currently. I don't know. Do we want to see the other theories of town, or do we want to keep going down this path? I kind of am curious of this path, though. But this means we just have to reinterrogate Hiram Tolliver. Okay, so now we have another option. Instead of hard cop, we can do chill cop or sly cop. I'm thinking chill cop might be the shortest path, so let's see if we can try that.
They'd run
I
the
don't think they're going to get a
classic
lot of
good cop,
information.
chill cop interrogation.
I'll handle this. Just gotta play it cool. Oh, so hard cop is Rolo, chill cop is me, and then sly cop is probably Beck.
Luca walked calmly to the light switch, flicking it off and on a few times.
Okay, go do it.
Mr. Tolliver shook his head, gathering his wits.
Golly, I sure got my bell
He
rung.
looked over to find Luca, who returned a calming grin.
Sorry, Mr. Tolliver. This was all a big mistake. Luca, what's going on here? Why do you have me strapped down? No one's fault, really. Rolo just got a little startled. Rolo's here?
Rollo and Beck emerged from hiding to give a timid wave.
Well, all right. Mistakes happen. You kids gave old Hiram a good scare. Just let me out of these ropes and call it even.
Luca glanced over to Rollo and Beck, who replied with skeptical looks.
Mr. Tolliver, why are you in my grand's basement? I'm here to help, of course. Help with what? What's my gran up to? If you'll just cut me loose, I can show you. How do I know we can trust you?
Mr. Tolliver exhaled with disappointment.
Luca, have I ever done wrong by you? No. And since your gran moved to town, haven't I been nothing but welcoming? Yeah. So why would I turn my back on your family now? It's just, all this stuff seems pretty weird. A board with names of people from town, an archive of my dad's old disturbing patient
Luca
notes,
gestured to the corner.
barrels of explosives. I can explain everything. You just need to untie me. You kids deserve an explanation.
Luca looked again to Rollo and Beck. This time they shrugged. Luca began to slowly loosen the bindings.
He's gonna run.
Mr. Tolliver gently rubbed his wrists.
That's a good lad. This'll all make sense in time.
He edged imperceptibly
Yeah,
toward
he's
the
gonna fucking
stairs
run
as
like
he
a
spoke.
bitch. You see, this town has secrets, Luca. A dark past indeed.
Before the kids had even noticed his movement, Mr. Tolliver was at the light switch.
A past that must be brought to
Punctuated his final words by flicking the switch and rushing up the stairs.
light. Oh, how corny. Son of a...
Beck darted to the wall and turned back on the lights. It was too late. Rollo confirmed what they all heard.
He just locked us down here.
Mr. Tolliver's muffled voice came from behind the door.
I wasn't lying, you know. This is for your own good. You kids just keep tight down there. Let the adults handle
They
this.
looked bewildered at each other.
Oh, so we're gonna be kept in here and then frozen in the basement. Cute. Play it cool, huh? Not now, Beck.
They heard the staccato thump of quick steps exiting the house. The kids looked down in resignation. This isn't how it goes in Hank Atomic.
Oh, well, Hank Atomic's not real.
For some reason,
So,
they'd
fuck
always
that.
assumed it was up to them to save their town. Luca opened his mouth, hoping to conjure some magical words to make this right.
Good fucking luck, my guy.
Only a hollow croak escaped. The end.
Oh, that's wow. I
Well,
guess I wasn't
we certainly
joking.
aren't going to find a grand resolution to our tale locked in a basement. Back to the drawing board.
Okay, we have to do the last one. We have to see what. Okay, yeah. We go to Sly.
They'd
Correct.
run the classic good cop. Luca and Rollo ducked behind a barrel, leaving Beck to her task.
Yep. So it was one for each. That makes sense.
With a few crisp snaps, she roused Mr. Tolliver.
What? What's going on here? You're that Modewell girl. Please call me Beck. Sorry about all
Mr.
this.
Tolliver looked down and shifted a bit, testing his restraints.
It seems there's been a mix-up. You see, I'm down here for the same reason you are. Juniper sent you here?
Beck caught herself before letting the surprise manifest on her face. She'd already gotten him to reveal his relation to Gran. This was gonna be easy.
Yeah, Mr. Tolliver is not very smart. You know how Juniper is with her precautions. Operation Sparkplug has us all on edge. I guess she thought you needed some backup. But she sent a child? What better way to avoid prying eyes? Who would suspect a kid? I suppose that makes sense. Wow, how are you so stupid?
Mr. Tolliver wriggled a bit in his restraints.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Beck quickly removed the ropes.
That had to be uncomfortable. A little, yeah. But you understand. We never know who to trust in this town.
Mr. Tolliver rubbed the growing knot on
He's
his
not very
forehead.
bright. Very true. So it turns out we're both here
Beck
to
twirled her hand, as if to prompt Mr. Tolliver to finish her thought.
destroy the
Beck
evidence.
shook her head and clicked her tongue.
Yep, the old gal is nothing if not thorough.
Mr. Tolliver let out an amused huff in agreement.
She sure is. Can't blame her, though. If anyone were going to find out we were going to destroy the source, then we both know how bad that might be. No one will know anything once I finish cleaning things up down here.
Beck was on a roll now, playing Mr. Tolliver like a fiddle.
You sure you can finish this up on your own? Juniper trusted me for a reason. You can leave the rest to me. Good, there is one more loose end I'll work on. Loose end? Oh, it's nothing really. The other day I had the radio on scan while restocking the candy shelf. And wouldn't you know it, I intercepted an odd phrase in a perennial harvest transmission. Underground secrets. That's ominous. I think it might be a password, but Juniper dismissed it. She said it wasn't mission critical. What's the password for? We don't know. So we have a password and nowhere to put it? It's gotta mean something, right? Good thinking. You should probably go work on that. I've got this under control. That's a relief. Between you and me, this basement gives me the willies.
Heading for the stairs, Mr. Tolliver hesitated and turned to Beck with a puzzled look. She grinned and gave him a peppy wave. With a shrug, he continued up the
What
stairs.
a dumb
whistling a
fucking
jaunty
adult. You guys catch that?
Sure did. This whole time, Mr. Tolliver's had a candy shelf, but all he ever sells us is apples.
Beck blinked slowly in disappointment.
The password, Rolo.
Well, sure, but once things are back to normal, I'll be having a word with Mr. Tolliver about that candy shelf.
Fine. In the meantime, I've got an idea.
She turned to the table and began tearing small scraps of paper.
He said he heard a password on the radio. Any good spy transmission is never what it seems.
Beck marked each scrap of paper and leaned back.
We just need to find the hidden meeting. Okay. What's another word for underground? Buried, covered. Could it be a cover-up? Maybe it's one of those each letter is a number thingies. So U would be 21, N would be 14, D would be...
Oh, it's an anagram. Nuncreed's drugstore.
Luca and Beck looked at Rolo with amazement.
Holy shit, how did you of all people figure that out? Rolo, that was incredible.
Well, it's either that or Kren Nude's rug store.
Yeah, I think you were right the first time. How did you do that?
What can I say? I love ciphers.
No, it sounds like you've honestly got a bit of dyslexia or something else.
Well, I guess we know where to go.
Oh, well, I guess we know where to go next. Kren's Nude Rug Store. Unless you like your floors nude. We're gonna go explore the drugstore. Mrs. Fratelli, what are you doing here?
You scared me half to death.
Sorry.
You kids haven't seen Mr. Tolliver around, have you?
Nope. He's got me waiting around like a last slice of pie. I swear that man would be late to his own funeral. God, could you imagine the hearse getting lost on the way to your funeral or something? Being literally late to your own funeral? Ugh, I want to do my favorite little pose. Mrs. Fratelli is so cute. I want to see who Mr. Fratelli is. Show me Mr. Fratelli. And then sing to me Chelsea Dagger. You're late, Augustus. Sorry, sister. Was caught up with work. Work? You? I had a few more details to lock down for the festival. Oh, what do you have to report? What is this insipid town festival really about? I think
Gus looked around nervously.
Mr. Kerr really just wants to do something good for the town. He's actually a pretty nice guy. You should spend some time with him. I didn't pull strings installing you as mayor so you can make friends. Oh, she's twisted as shit, as she should be. Your job is to help me figure out what Kerr and Perennial Harvest's true intentions are with this town. We have a responsibility. This is our father's town. Was. Excuse me? This was our father's town. He's gone, Eris, and he isn't coming back. Father left us with nothing but problems. Mr. Kerr came here and offered to help us. We accepted that help. We didn't agree to them turning our father's warehouse into a toxic dumping ground. That's just a temporary arrangement. The glow can be seen from our damned backyard. They are dumping their nasty little secrets on us. And when this all inevitably goes wrong, who do you think will be blamed?
Eris's cry hung in the air.
We have a new choice to make now, sister. This town is going to change whether we like it or not. Are we going to be part of that future or forgotten in the past? It's a shame. Father named you Augustus, but you will always be just a Gus. Ooh! Ooh, that hurts! Good night, Harris. I'll see you at breakfast tomorrow. What a fucking burn! What a fucking burn! It's getting late, children. You're going the opposite way of your home, but oh, right, where the fuck do you think you're going, lady? Still, we're just gonna go... Well, let's talk to the crocodile. Knowledge, he spat with a sneer. There exists a gulf between knowing something and being able to do a damn thing about it. I do hate when the villain makes a good point. Actually, I like it when a villain makes a good point. It means it's a well thought out villain. To the drugstore. Solomon? Solomon, what are you doing here?
Solomon stood proudly at the entrance to the drugs, holding a brown bag overflowing with black licorice.
Ew, gross. Hey, Solomon. We're looking for Mr. Nuncrid. Is he still in there? I'm afraid not. Then where'd you get the candy from? You might say we have an arrangement.
Solomon shoveled a surprising amount of licorice into his mouth.
Oh. Sometimes it's the small pleasures in life. Though we might not always have family to rely on, licorice has never let me down. Well, I can't say licorice would be my first choice, but whatever floats your boat. You can tell a lot about a person by their choice of confection. Oh, yeah, I guess. I like sour gobs. I am certain you do. I always wondered why Mr. Nuncred kept licorice in stock. You must eat enough to make it worthwhile. There are many ways to earn loyalty. For some, it's as easy as cold, hard cash. Damn, you're a fucking snake for a kid. Well, he's right. It's locked.
There's gotta be more clues.
Okay, let's see. Can we just... Have you ever seen anyone actually use this thing? There are peach Twizzlers at my pharmacy downstairs, and I'm very curious about them.
Besides Nuncred? No.
Beck cupped her hands on the glass to peek inside.
That is not a normal phone booth. It's got like a blinky keypad. Why would there be a blinky keypad?
Kren Nude's rug store. I mean, underground secrets. The password.
Beck flung open the door, and they all squeezed in.
Oh my god, we're fully doing a conspiracy theory. Alright, let's see here.
Luca cracked his knuckles and entered the letters into the keypad.
Underground secrets. Sounds like that did something.
Great, now what?
I guess we... Whoop!
The inside of the phone booth dropped loose from its shell.
That's concerning.
Without even the space to panic, they closed their eyes, held their breath, and accepted their fate. Suddenly, the chaotic descent slowed to an effortless landing. It was unclear where they ended up, but at least it was solid ground.
What the
The
fucky
air
in
was
Kentucky?
stagnant. It smelled
The
vaguely
cracked
of
mask.
wine.
The cracked mask. It was Mr. Nuncred. I knew it.
You knew that there was a secret hub filled with strange tubes under the phone booth.
Of course I did. Didn't I say that?
No.
I definitely thought it. Luca, do you remember when I said how cool it would be if the trans-dimensional conduits from Hank Atomic issue 12 were real?
Rello, at one point or another, you've said that about every technology ever discussed in Hank Atomic.
That's why I'm such a good predictor.
It looks like each of these has something written on them. Hey? No, we want to look at this first. This suit has a broken mask. So, have we found our mysterious warehouse creeper? We at least found their hazmat suit.
If it walks like a Nuncred and talks like a Nuncred,
Let's not jump to conclusions.
just saying.
Is there anything on the consoles here? Nope. Mining Operations Alpha. You guys have mines here?
Not that I know of.
This town is all farms and fertilizer. And a series of tubes.
Pa always says you can only trust a miner up to the point where they hit gold.
How does your dad always have these pockets of wisdom? Not sure how that wisdom applies in this exact situation. Secret tunnel! Secret tunnel!
That's the thing about Pa. You don't always recognize what he means until it's too late.
Perennial Harvest main office. There's a tunnel to the main office. That's where my mom works.
What does she do?
Science stuff. Is she involved in all this? We just moved here. How could she be involved? True. Valentine Fertilizer Warehouse. Isn't that where you almost got snatched? And in another timeline where Rollo does get snatched? Yeah. Why would Perennial Harvest have a tube going to the old Valentine place?
This is starting to feel like something big.
Oh, it's over here. Now you gonna open that up? That's a lot of buttons.
Stand aside, Earthlings. I have read enough Hankatonic to know my way around sci-fi tech.
Rollo's hands hovered over the field of blinking buttons.
No, it hasn't.
Eeny, meeny, miny.
Rollo, what did you do?
Nothing. I didn't even mow yet. What was that?
Hide.
Where? There's nothing but weird tubes down here.
Just get back. Shit. Shit. Shit.
Awesome!
You all need to come with me now. We aren't going anywhere with you. Not until we get some answers.
Mr. Underground Secrets.
I told them it was an absurd password, but they love anything that makes them feel clever. They who? That's no matter. If I can keep you hidden until after the festival, I might be able to save your skins. We don't care about our skins.
Hold on, I like my skin.
This all stops now, Nuncreed.
Joseph waited for a moment in silence.
You sound just like him. Who? Walt. You don't get to talk to me about my dad. You know, your father and I were friends back
He
before
gestured toward the strange tubes.
all of this. That's a lie. It's true. I used to bounce you on my knee. What happened? What happened? Same thing that always happens. Reality, complications, life. We were a team, Walt and I. An idealistic doctor and a bright-eyed pharmacist. Both hell-bent on helping folks.
So you were his sidekick?
No. We were partners. He helped the patients and I helped him.
Yep, total sidekick.
Nuncreed let out a growl of a sigh.
Luca,
I need you to know this. I need someone to know this. One day, Sharper Valentine comes to us, says he's got an opportunity. He's found something he didn't quite understand, and he was willing to pay us both handsomely to help him understand it. And my dad said no. Your father and I both believed in helping people. But the thing I could never get him to understand was, it's a lot easier to help others if you help yourself now and then. Oh, you corrupt little bitch.
classic sidekick into villain plotline.
Walt loved being righteous almost more than he loved his family. He was wrong about one thing, though. When he begged me not to take Valentine's offer, he said, "Joseph, if a person says yes one time to Sharper Valentine, he'll make sure they keep on saying yes to him until the day he's dead and gone."
He shook his head wistfully.
Sharper's long gone, but he's still got me saying yes. Uh-oh. Is there a point to this sob story? Not really, no. Just an old man trying to delay what needs doing.
Nuncreed took a menacing step towards the
Uh-oh.
children.
I tried to keep you safe. I tried to keep you and Juniper out of this, but you forced my
Luca
hand.
began to laugh.
What? You really don't know? My gran isn't out of this. She's been scheming right under your nose. Juniper? Seems like she's planning on crashing the town's party. She's going to disrupt the festival? Why would she?
Color drained from Nuncreed's face.
How does she know? Apparently, she knows a lot of things. What? Let's just say this isn't the only underground lair we've busted today. Yeah, if I had a nickel for each time I found an underground lair today, I'd have 2 nickels. Which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it's happened twice.
And honestly, hers is way cooler. She's got maps and explosions and bad intentions, big man.
Nuncreed grabbed Luca by the shoulders. His eyes were frantic.
You need to tell me what she's going to do right now. She doesn't understand what it is she's messing with. Tell me now. She's in danger, boy. I don't know. She had a map with a mark on the fountain in the town square. The fountain? But why
A
would...
jolt of realization struck Mr. Nuncreed.
She knows about the source? What the heck is the source? If she tries to destroy the source, it could catalyze and... Dear God, she's going to freeze us all. Oh, okay. Cool, so we can actually stop Grandma from freezing us all. Oh. You all need to run.
Run where?
Away. As far away from this town as you can get. Head west and don't look back. The ears as he just fucking goes through the... That did not go how I expected.
So, we're totally following him, right?
Totally.
See you on the other side.
Oop. There goes one. You good? Yep. Is she actually... I love this town. Whoop.
Chapter 8.
And that's actually where we're going to end today. Because I think we've saved. I think that saves when we get to there. We might just read this, and then if it pulls us back in next time,
The
it pulls us back in next
hard
time.
Truth.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it did just save. Okay, fantastic. It did just save. Incredible. Incredible. I didn't even read that. Okay. Cool. So that's where we're going to end today's session. Thank you for joining me. Thank you all for coming. I really appreciate it. Have a lovely evening.